Assalamualaikum and hi to Madam Norizan binti Muhammad Muzi. Today we want to present about business process improvement. The company that we choose is Pengurusan Air Selangor Sidang Berhad. Let we go one by one.
For the background of the company, Human Resource Department at Pengurusan Air Selangor was established at 8 July 1996 when Air Selangor Company was stand under Malaysian Company 1995. The old name for Air Selangor was Shabas. These companies are responsible to undertake the privatisation of water in the state of service supply in Selangor, Wilayah Persekutuan Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya. Human Resource Department at Pengurusan Air Selangor was granted for a period of 30 years and was being a core department for managing employees in terminology of financial and welfare by the company. In January 1, 2005, Air Selangor Sdn Berhad was taking over the duties and the function of Selangor Water Governance Corporation Berhad or PUAS in water supply, fill and circulation of water of buyer in Selangor, Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya. In Air Selangor Sdn Berhad, the company main revenue derived from the utilisation of water by users in the area of Selangor and federal territories in Kuala Lumpur. A large number of meter readers are employed to read water consumption meters at customer premise and produce water bill to the consumer. In addition, the number of the employees on this company is more than 4,500 people, include the top management. The employees' data, such as biodata, wages and other important information, are being regulated by Human Resource Management for use. For the vision of the Human Resource Department, the department wants to be a main division in giving operational development and animating super operation management. For the objective of personnel at Human Resource Department at Pengurusan Air Selangor Sdn Berhad, there are several of them. Firstly, to able the department for planning the manpower needs and development of board organisation. Secondly, plan and manage all aspects of member of personnel management of board members and the employees. Thirdly, plan, coordinate and implement human resource development program through training or public or private courses. To wrap things up, ensure culture, standardization and execution of trustworthy on the organization. For the equipment, one of them is HRMS, or we call Human Resource Management System. For ensuring that all of the data are being kept up in orderly fashion, they use HRMS tool to organizing the information. The duties of the HRMS are to keep data such as schedule, attendance report and profile of the employees. Secondly, they are using payroll service. Wages process are not an easy job. The process usually using an online wages service to calculate and track paid time off, paychecks or deduction using this online platform. Lastly, the department are using benefit management platform. This platform helps to determine the access of the additional perks, healthcare option and expertise. Let's look at the internal and external customer. For the internal customer, there are two of them. Firstly is the employee, second is the board of the director. For the external customer, they also have two. First is the resident in Selangor, Kuala Lumpur and Putrajaya, and the second is government in the state. The core process in the department are human resource planning. This planning involving accounting sector as human resource supply, strategy, forecasting and implementation. Next is recruitment process. Recruitment is the process to gain qualified candidates that are acquire the criteria of the company. This include advertising job on the Air Selangor website and establish attractive privilege to gain more qualified candidate for an interview. Thirdly, in employee relation. The employee relationship consists of all of the company activity be include towards employee relationship and engagement. This process is to measure how well the employee invests in the Air Selangor Sdn Berhad. Last but not least, is the core process of the department is being able to perform compensation and benefit towards the employee. Human resources in Pengurusan Air Selangor are responsible in offering them with compensation and benefits such as dental, health, and retirement plan of other employees within the company with the same position.
Next, I will present about the as-is process. Before that, my name is Nurhana Nabiha binti Masrihin. As-is flowchart are used to analyze and simplify the work, especially in identifying each step in a specific work process. The process that we select is a process of recruitment employee in Human Resource Department of Pengurusan Air Selangor. The total step of the process is 11 steps. And for the first step is application receive. In this step, the HR clerk will receive the application from all sources, whereby from email or from online job applications. The responsible person is Encik Khairul Anwar, and it takes around 10 days for him to review all the applications. The second step is application sorted. In this step, HR clerk will sorting the applications. And the medium that they use is a intranet channel, because this channel is the more secure that only the authorized person can access the channel. It takes 2 days for sorting the application, and the people who involved in this step is Cik Nadia Rashid. Then Cik Zahid Amri, which is the responsible person, will contact the referencer to get informations. They contact using email or telephone call. Next, they will wait for the response. After receive the response, next we'll move to the next step, which is the applicant transfer. HR clerk will forward the information to the supervisor, which is Encik Latif Ismail. And the person involved for forward the document is Puan Nur Ashkin. Then the clerk will select the qualified candidate if they are suitable or not. If they are not suitable, then HR clerk will send the inform letter that they are not qualified for a job. But if they are qualified and their criteria is against the specification, they will get an offer for interview. And if their criteria is not suitable, then they will get an information letter. The responsible person for sending a thanks for information letter is Puan Norita. For the applicant who are success to attend the interview session, they will be evaluated whether they are passed or not. If they are failed, Puan Norita will send the thanks letter. But if they are success, then they will get offered to attend a second interview. In the second interview, the final candidate will be selected. If they are failed, then a thanks letter will be sent, and if they are success, they will get the job offer. From step choosing the qualified candidate until the choosing the final interview, the responsible person is Encik Zahir, and for the job offer is Encik Latif Ismail. So for completing all the steps take around 3 weeks within the working hour. Situation analysis using fishbone diagram. If you're looking for the fishbone, the head is referred to the effect and the body is referred to the cause. The effect is a difficulty in heading an interview session, and the cause, first, is a coronavirus pandemic. As we concern, the world are faced an unseen enemy that affect our daily life, and same goes to the businesses. The coronavirus pandemic changed almost every aspect of the company, including in hiring and employees. We interviewed Puan Norita Asri as a personal assistant in HR department of Pengurusan Air Selangor. She mentioned the pandemic really affect their daily work, considering how fast the virus spreads and how people of contact with the virus, they face a difficulty in health and employee recruitment. Next is a process. She also said, according to the current process, they had a difficulty because the process is so long and have unnecessary steps. The interviewer especially had the difficulty when they need to go through an interview for such a long hour. Plus, they need to wait for the response from the applicant, Then they need to discuss with the people from the different department to gather an opinion before deciding. And last is people. Puan Norita Asri also mentioned they face a problem where the candidate who are success may seem suitable for the job but have problem to fit with the culture in the company, and realize looking for a perfect candidate is difficult, and if they choose the wrong person, it may cause a significant loss in productivity and probably in revenue.
Responsibilities person that involved in this procedure are the human resource team itself. It is including from the lower authority to higher authority, which is the human resource clerk, human resource executive, hiring manager, and manager of department. Each position has specific tasks itself to ensure department function of recruitment process runs smoothly. To begin with, screening candidates after application are received is a first step of reviewing. This process required to review and check the resumes of the candidates. It is including the education, work experience, and overall background matching the requirement of the job. To ensure better screening of the potential candidates, it is the responsibilities of human resources executive. Reviewing including the reasons for change a job, permanency with each organization, long gap in occupation, and changing of job. This process may take around 1 to 2 days depending on the amount of applicants. Move forward, contact a reference involve verification of applicants' previous job performance by collecting information from the reference listed on the candidate's resume. Based on the explanation by person in charge, Puan Norita, the purpose for contacting reference to gain insight into an applicant employment history, abilities to do a job title, and other. It is the hiring manager responsibilities to reach out the reference listed over the phone. Hence, it will gain a better understanding of the candidate and allow department to ask details based on the information received for candidate. This is placed as second and third step in this recruitment flow. Since the process needs precise observation, it may take around 3 days to finish it before applications can be transferred. Next, after all information gained by reference listed, candidate's application will be transferred to manager of the department, Encik Latif Ismail, or the candidates required to attend interview on the date, time, and location provided by the management. At this aspect, the shortlisted applicants will running through the interview process. And this process only took 1 day to hand over. Moreover, face-to-face interview is conducted for inspecting interview. This is the responsibilities of manager Encik Latif Ismail and human resources team to inspect the interview. The process took place before choosing final application, which is the 6th step. Duration took for this step only 1 day as the recruitment time occurs on particular date. After the interview being run, management will choose final applicants that match the position needed. This process may take long duration, around 3 days, in order to carefully choose the suitable candidate that apply. This part will handled by the manager of the department, Encik Latif Ismail. Lastly, the final phase of the recruitment process categorized as evaluation and offer employment. The offer letter will have all details from the begin date and the specification of employment to the job time and the compensation, while ensure each detail is well defined and unambiguous. At this aspect, the job offer letter will distribute to chosen candidates, and it is human resources executive responsibilities to produce the offer letter and distribute it to candidates. This process may take 1 to 2 days to be completed. Overall, all the process from start to the end will only take duration of 1 week working hours to get a new staff. To conclude, there are benefits of the improved process for human resources department at Pengurusan Air Selangor Sinar Berhad Company. Based on observation on the current process of staff recruitment at Human Resources Department, it is considered as standard and slow. Because of that, this improved process can build up the profitability performance, captivate higher quality candidates, and reduce attrition, also boost productivity in Human Resource Department. More rapidly, more practical recruitment can have an extensive impact on business performance. Since more rapidly, more practical recruitment process are also less costly, they will also see a reduction in cost per employee, which will have a positive effect on profitability. The faster of new hiring are accepted, the early they will be up to pace and convey result against the company purpose. More precise recruitment cycles make it easier to attract high-quality applicants. By fast capturing high potential candidates, it will build up the chances of embracing their interests, while a slower process might leave them desiring to look elsewhere. A quick, continuous recruitment action also increases the tendency that new hires will start their part with a great impression of company quality. This increases their commitment in the crucial first week of the employment, improving their long-term chances of achievement. Critically, human resource team can consume more time on training and developing current teams and onboarding new hires as the recruitment is more efficient. The appropriate onboarding process can have a major impact on commitment, developing performance, and reducing staff attrition. In addition, efficient up-to-date recruitment processes, including the ability to utilize when needed, can allow the human resources team to help new recruits function and deliver results faster and better.
For the conclusion, we state quantitative and qualitative measurement. Let we go one by one. Firstly, human resource club for internal. For quantitative measurement is percentage for the club to weight the supervisor decision decrease to 20%. Besides, for qualitative measurement, we have three, which is shorten the following step. They will get new employee in the short term and able to increase work productivity in the company. Next, candidate for external. For quantitative measurement is percentage for candidate waiting for the job offer will be reduced by 13%. Then, for qualitative that we found is they will able to start work in a short time in employ. We produce a quality work since the selected candidate is a qualified candidate. Next is factors that are critical to the success for the project. Critical success factor is an activity that have to be accomplished to a good quality standard in order to fulfill the goal of the project. Firstly, it is a business focus. It is focused on all dimensions where success depends on integration of three things, which is process, technology, and organization. The integration must be supported with a new infrastructure and values. Based on our report, we already create a new improved system that are focused on recruitment of human resource employee, which we already shorten the following step so that the human resource club and the candidate does not take a longer time to wait for the result. Secondly, it takes time to re-engineering the business. It may take 6 to 8 weeks because implementing the new design, try out the replacement and supporting the change take time, and executive must be able to stick with the plan even when the pace of progress seem to be 2 steps forward and 1 step back. According to our report, we have done a new improved system with shortened steps so that the time for candidate have to wait for the job offer will be short. Next is problem that the team may face in implementing the improved process. There are several problems that Air Selangor company may be faced to implement a new process of recruitment of human resource employed in the current situation. Now, the world is facing the spread of COVID-19 epidemic has soared lately, and it has made it difficult for Air Selangor companies to hold a meeting and form together to implement and improve system for the recruitment HR staff. Hence, this will take a long time for them to create a new improved system to be done. As mentioned earlier, a Selangor company also unable to conduct an interview physical since all the movement is very limited now. So many activities are difficult to carry out together. They will be conduct the interview in a way the candidate needs to do a video resume. That's all. Thank you.